Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Casual Commodore 64 and I'm back with a hardware video. This is about the SwinSID Ultimate, the latest in the SwinSID family, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not perfect. It's really not perfect, but it's very good. What I like most about this is the LEDs. You can see the LEDs. There are 4 LEDs. See if I can point here. There and there. And there and there. Now the placement of the LEDs is not particularly sexy. The design of this thing could definitely be better. But I know nothing about designing these things, so what do I know? I just know what my eyes see. Now 4 LEDs, there are only 3 channels. This first one here is red, and the second is green, and the third up here is orange, and that's the 3 LEDs that represent the 3 channels the Commodore 64 has. Now this is blue, that's the last LED is blue, and that lights up whenever samples are played, and that looks pretty cool. Now, as I said, what I like most about this is the LEDs. That makes this thing shine. So I'm gonna have quite a bit of focus on the LEDs in this video. I'm not gonna get into all the technical stuff, partly because I don't know much about that. I'm sure some other YouTubers can handle that much better. This is about what the different SIDs will sound like on this. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, I wanted to mention, was the brightness of the LEDs are not perfect. Especially with the second one here, that one. That's the green one. When that lights up, it pretty much drowns out this one, the red one. It would have been nice if the brightness of the LEDs were more balanced. I don't know if there are any technical reasons behind that, because I don't know anything about electronics. Well, much about it, but that would have been nice. Yeah. I'm gonna start off by showing you the configurator tool. From the top, you can see SID type, the 6581 or the 8580. The characters highlighted in yellow, that's what you need to press in order for you to change the values. And your choice is save immediately. Okay, the pitch, I guess that's the speed it needs to play the music in. I always leave it on PAL because, well, I'm in a PAL territory and I never experienced NTSC, but that's S and L. LED mood, how the LEDs behave. In short, just leave it on note. Inverted. Well, as far as I could observe, it's just the opposite. It's all the LEDs are turned on when there is no activity, and when the music starts playing, it turns off rather than turning on to reflect the music. RW, I'm not sure what that is. That has something to do with reading and writing registers. So leave it on note. Start beep. That's a little sound the chip can emit when it's initialized. I usually mute it. The sound sounds like this. And well, that was cute in the beginning, if you ask me, but I mute it now. Audio in, I have no idea how that works. It can apparently accept some audio signals. And mute, well, mute the channels. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Just leave it on 0, so no channels are muted. Re-init, that's you can initialize the chip. That's what I did before when I demonstrated the sound. Alright, F3, that's just technical stuff. When you have this tool, you don't need to see what that is. But if you were programming your own configurator tool in BASIC before you found this tool, like I did, then you need to understand these values. But that's all in the SwinSID manual. Refreshing the screen, set defaults, self-explanatory, and exit the program. So that's pretty much what all you need when you have this chip. Oh, and a firmware updater tool is being worked on as of speaking. You can read more about that on the SwinSID Ultimate Facebook page. I will link to that in the description. Alright, now I'm going to show you what the SwinSID Ultimate sounds like. It mostly does a good job, but it's not perfect, so I'll also show a few failures. But first, let's kick things off with a classic. Arkanoid title music by Martin Galway. I chose to start up with this one because it's pretty special. This one makes heavy use of samples taken from his title music to the Spectrum game Cobra, so the blue LED is really going crazy here. And as you can hear, this SID sounds just fine on the SwinSID Ultimate. Alright, now I'm gonna shut my yappy mouth while we have a listen to some more pieces that sound okay on the SwinSID Ultimate. It's montage time. Be back in a few minutes.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever. Ah! Ghostbusters!
Okay, I think that was some good examples of what is working. And while it's tempting to keep this one running, I have to move on at some point. Here comes an example of the successful difference between the 6581 and 8580 modes. Now this doesn't sound right, but it's still correct, because this is exactly what it sounds like on a real 8580. Weirdly enough, the green LED lights up where the missing sound should be. Anyway, everything up till now sounded as it should. Now let's have a listen to a few that do not sound properly. Alright, that's enough of all that broken stuff. Check this out, this is pretty special. If you're lucky enough to have a transparent case, this is what it looks like with the SwinSID Ultimate inside. It's really hard to get tired of looking at that. A beautiful LED fest. Let's end it all with Ben Douglas's Cobra, which the SwinSID handles fine. So, is the SwinSID Ultimate worth buying? Well, that is really up to you. A thing to keep in mind is that it cannot replace the SID 100%. But hey, who knows what can happen once the firmware updates become a reality. All in all, if you think it seems appealing and you got the money, go for it. It certainly is a very nerdy device which is fun to experiment with. Oh, and I do plan to release some of these music parts in full length in the near future, because why not? So stick around for that. So if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. I mostly do gameplay videos, but once in a rare while, a hardware video might show up. So do get subscribed if you'd like to see some of that. Thank you very much for watching, good people, and have a great day. Bye bye.